Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about SQL injection vulnerabilities. In SQL injection vulnerabilities, attackers insert or inject malicious SQL queries via input data from the client to the application. This can manipulate the SQL queries executed by the application. Impact: successful SQL injection attacks can lead to unauthorized access to sensitive data, modification or deletion of data, and even server compromise. This DVWA application is asking for an employee ID. If the employee ID exists in the database, we will get the surname and first name as output. And one of the drawbacks of this code is, it is not verifying what the input given. Let's see how we can exploit this vulnerability. Here I am adding an SQL query that is a 1 equal 1. Once I press enter, it was showing some error. Even through the error message, we understand the database as MariaDB. According to different version of SQL, the SQL statement also varies. Here we have ended a 1 equal 1, which is a universal true condition. Because 1 is always equal to 1. And the hash value means comment the rest of the content. When this statement reach the database, it will get execute and display all the username as an output. Here we identified multiple username and their surname. We can try even multiple SQL statement. Here I am just trying one more command for finding version of the database. Union statement able to combine multiple result into one column. Like I told you, the hash is commenting the rest of the content. Here this triple minus symbol also do the same. Now we are going to try with the medium level of security. As preventive method, developer have added a drop-down list. It eliminate the chance of entering malicious script into the text field. In this case, we need the Burp Suite tool for exploiting this vulnerability. Now start Burp Suite and enable the Foxy proxy and make sure the intercept is on. Here we have intercept the request and we can see here ID equal 1. I am modifying this ID valid with a simple SQL statement. I am sending it to the repeater. This SQL statement is not working now. Let's see the source code. From the source code we can see an SQL statement, which is selected the first name and surname from a table users. From this statement we understand the table name is users. As an alternative, I am trying a SQL statement to find table name from the information schema. It is a database in my SQL. It provides information about tables in the database of my SQL server. Here we can see we figured out all the tables in the information schema. Carefully looking into the SQL statement I have provided, we can see a null statement. When we look into the source code of DVWA, we have seen it is looking for two values, that is first name and last name, which means they are taking two column values. But here we need only the table name, so the second value I am keeping it as null, because while combining using union statement, the column should be equal length. At the below of this result we can see the users table is also listed. Now we figured out the table name, now we are going to find the column name. Follow this SQL statement I am providing here. I modified the field with the users table. Now we understand there are column named user and password. Now we will try to find out users and the password from table name users. We can see we figured out the username and password, but all the passwords are in hash format. Now our next objective is to crack this password. Save all the username and passwords as I am showing here. Now it's a time for cracking the password. In our Linux machine there is a tool called John the Ripper. With the help of this tool we can crack the password. Just follow the syntax. See, John tool is already installed in our machine. To crack the password, type John then the file name, where the hash file and the usernames are saved. Now the John tool is trying to figure out what is the hashing algorithm they are using. It will take some time. If we have an idea about the hash format, we can directly apply that. That will save our time. Here they are showing a word list. This is the word list by default John is using. We can see with the help of this word list John have cracked the 3 passwords. We can retry this attack using another word list and let us see any more password can be cracked or not. If you look carefully in the syntax, I am using MD5 as the hash format to be cracked. We can directly provide such format to avoid time wastage. With the help of another word list called ROCU, we have cracked one more password. Now let us see is this username and password is valid or not. We have successfully logged in account.